Hey Scorpio, how are you? It's Mary Ellen. Hey, welcome to Moonrise Cottage. I am here belatedly because there's been so much going on in my life, just like yours, the holidays and travel and visitors and etc. So I just wanted to check in. I know I've been away for a while. There's a lot going on with me as well. And I want to, before I sort of jump into the new year and all the changes that are going to be coming to this channel, I'll let you know about that as things unfold. I wanted to check in just about the year ahead, just briefly, because this is the year that we are literally weaving the tapestry that my guides have been talking about all this time. So, right out of the gate, look at that. The Sacred Blade in the Vision Quests from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. You are going to be releasing yourself because the blade comes out upright. That means a positive outcome. It is about cutting away that which no longer serves you as a positive act within your own life for your spiritual development in a very mystical, shamanic type of way in order for you to be able to participate in the vision quest that's coming forward for you and within you, out of you, really, Scorpio, because we know you are, my guides are saying, you are the purveyors of the deep, the dark side, the mystical, deeply mystical set point within the human. Okay, my God, they're saying, there are all kinds of words, but basically what my guides are talking about is the energy that you hold. So this year, as we're weaving the tapestry, my guides have been talking since I've been here, I think for almost 2 years now, about your quantum strings of energy and what it means to be the astrological set point that you are, and the deep-seated wisdom that you carry because you are traveling through this lifetime with the nomenclature of the void and the mystical realm. So check it out. That's what you carry inside of you that you're going to be using while you weave your own energy to go on this vision quest and to help weave together the tapestry that's coming forward in 2020, because that's what we're doing. That's the mission. That's what my guides are talking about today. All right. So as I often say, please get in the habit of at least skimming through all of the water sign elements or any other significant thing. If you have a stellium in your chart and it happens to be in Aries, make sure you look at the fire sign readings because there are quantum strings of energy. All right. So as you can tell, that's the chatter that's coming through and it's very strong. So let's take a look at the cards. This year, given what I was just showing you and the guides were saying, that's the World card in this beautiful Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck. It's the perfecter of your energy. You have all the tools that you need because you have been working so hard. I know a lot of Scorpios. I'm very drawn to them and they to me. I think partly because I have so much water in my chart. So Scorpio, the depth of your beauty, the ability that you have to bring things forward up out of the deep, to be known, to be perfected. This year, that's the theme from my guides, along with the oracle cards I just showed you. So check it out. Do you see that? And those of you who've been following along, you know. Do you see the Kundalini awakening? Look at that. The sacred bowl, going into the sacred bowl for healing. Each quarter of this year, a lot of shift and change, the sacred energy turning, and a lot of petals of wisdom being picked up as you go through the year. So, okay, my guys are talking, they're saying things like you are going to come to the surface. Your energy is deeply needed. We have Cancer in the North Node, so water sign. The eclipse today is actually in Cancer, full moon eclipse. Something is coming to an end. A cycle has been completed, so go watch the Cancer reading, all right? So for you, check it out. See that? Talking about bringing things to an end. I love this. I love it. That's the sacred pagan Celtic earth gods, or Nunos. I hope I'm saying it right. In typical tarot, this would be the devil. This is the challenger of will. So whatever it is that you're going to be working on, cutting yourself free from It has a lot to do with your fears. And I think most people know, most Scorpios know, you have a lot of fears because you're so deep and you operate, quote unquote, in the dark, right? In the mystery realm. And it brings a lot of fears up to the surface. This year, you're going to be done with that and you're moving on. You're moving into your energy in a way that is, I think, extraordinarily positive because you have the blade at your disposal. This literally, whoops, wrong one. This is about focusing on a soul level, one by one on each of your fears and releasing them so that you can come into this transformation here upon the earth, shedding your skin and collecting yourself as a sacred being in the realm of humanity. That's a very exciting mission to be on. And the purpose of that, of course, is because we need you. Really, very much so. And so it's time for you to come to the surface in some way that you have not, by using the blade to go on this vision quest and release yourself from your fears, because we need you, Scorpio, because you're intense and you are a divine warrior, no doubt. And look, there's my guides doubling down on the message. To see that? The Eight of Swords, okay? Whatever it is inside your own psyche that's keeping you trapped or keeping you from moving forward, that's going to be over now. So, part of the chatter that's coming through, what I'm getting is, so just focus on whatever you need to do, whether it's talking, having prayer, meditation, etc. Self-awareness is going to be extremely important for you this year to release yourself. So if you have to go and get some therapy to release, free your mind. Okay, so what's coming in at the moment is I'm listening to music in the background. Redemption song from Bob Marley. It's very interesting. That's come up in the past. It's been over a year, I think. But there's a phrase in that song, and I probably won't get it right, but it's something about, free yourself from mental slavery. Only you can free your mind. All right? So that's your mission. That's the first card on the human realm for 2020. And Scorpio, you are kick-ass. Every Scorpio I know. Right? So it's time to release yourself from whatever the bonds are that are self-created. All right? So check it out. There's the woman of battle. Looking into the battle that you're going to be engaged in. Okay? Let's see if I can do it this way. Yeah, no, always backwards. Good gracious. How long have I been on YouTube? Maybe this is part of my battle for this year. So look at you. All right? Woman of battle. You've been through your initiation, Scorpio. I know you have. That's what my guides are talking about. You're looking straight into the battle for your life, for your psychic being. I think this year, while we weave the tapestry, because my guides want you present. This woman is helping someone go through an awakening inside of themselves so they can be released from the ropes and the things that bind them, and it's being released into the light. This woman has been through her initiation. Her spear clears away obstacles. She is often the first one into the gap. She sees that the winds of change are blowing. So Scorpio, for many of you, that is, my guides are saying things like, that is a notion that you will know to be true in whatever place in your life. But I think we're talking, my guides have been talking with every astrological set point about yourself, about you. We're not talking about love. My guides are saying this week, we're just not. Because this is about us as individuals. They're telling me to point to myself. Each one of us, it's time to do this in whatever way is necessary. Because we are meant to now weave the tapestry, and we have to be fully present. And Scorpio, look, that's what they're talking about. Literally questing, a sacred quest, an artful quest into the place of the salmon of wisdom. This is you discovering you, coming up from the deep in all the ways my guides were just talking about, coming to some discovery. When you free yourself from mental slavery, whatever that means for you, no blame, no shame on this channel ever. I have it too, right? Given what my set point is, I have my own challenges. So that's what the guides are talking about. By the way, in case you don't know, that's 10 of Cups. A sacred quest to come into this place of full ability, for loving yourself, discovering yourself coming up from the deep, and finally seeing, making this intense discovery of how gorgeous you are. And it is when you release yourself, then, as we all know, right, then you can get your victory. You can be available for love. And we're talking now about sacred love because we're weaving the tapestry. It's just time. So my guys have been talking to everybody this way. Just know that you're coming to the surface with all of you. And the joy that that's going to bring. 10 of Cups moment when you see yourself. My guys are chattering in the background of it. When you finally look in the mirror and you see what you're seeing. So that's the bridge card, the shaper of growth. So you're coming through this shift and change in all these ways with all the bounty that you need in order to participate in and engender your own growth. This is the bridge card that connects this human journey to what's going on in the soul cycle. Okay, for you, you're here like me. We're here to participate in whatever's meant to happen in 2020, and it's enormous, as we know. So make sure to follow the astrology. There are going to be a lot of intense moments. We just had one. I had to get really quiet. My guys were talking about don't focus on that. Focus on what you want to create. All right. So those are some of the changes that are going to be coming to this channel. We're going to focus on future invention and bringing forward what we desire so that we're sort of standing in the eye of the storm, creating what's meant to come rather than getting caught up in the wind. All right. So that's the Empress card for those of you that don't know. So when you release yourself, what you're releasing yourself into is this much power. The ability to be the Empress, the sacred feminine set point that is able to just manifest just because she is. And she sits in her place. So that's what the guides are, basically telling you. That's what's available when you release yourself and you make this discovery about what it is to be a Scorpion, okay? So there we go. Look at that. 6 of Swords. You're moving on. And you're just not just moving on. You're moving on to a new foundation. And you're joining the tribe. You see the spirit guides in the background looking at your progress? Very intense amount of strength as a warrior. And, when you come into this 6 of Swords, it's very interesting, isn't it? When you release yourself and you're able then to bring forward and manifest what is within you in order to help weave the tapestry, you are going to move on from choppy waters to smooth sailing. I love that the guides are bringing forward the notion of a water sign moving forward in a sacred boat with a warrior standing in the back of the boat, pushing the boat forward while the feminine energy and the seed within her that is displayed in a sense in those typical illustrations as a young child. Something moving forward, utilizing both the male and the female. And you know what? The seed, my guides are saying, the seed of your heart. That's from the journey of love. So whatever it is that's within you, when you go on this sacred vision quest and you use the blade to free yourself so that you can go on the quest in order to release this, you're coming into a brand new foundation. You're moving us all on. You're helping all of us move forward. And Scorpio, that's no surprise, the sacred lovers. So this is, in this deck, it's called the Lover of Devotion. So whatever it is you are meant to devote yourself to, like all of us, you're going to be picking and choosing your pathway this year. Your vision is meant to come clear about the path that all of humanity is taking. Look at that. Woo! That's intense. It's really beautiful. So as you go through the year, and you move on, you come into this sacred vision about the capacity for loving that is available to us as, okay, my guides are saying luminous beings and things like that. So look at that, King of Knowledge, King of Pentacles. This is about a common person who rose to the station of the king through a lot of shift and change and growth and transformation. Do you see he's got his cup in his hand? He's very wise, he's very content. He knows himself now. That's why he's smiling this way. And there's plenty. If I can get my, there we go. See that? There's always something cooking. There's no lack in this person's realm at all. So that's the place that you are meant to rise into. And it is your ascension into that place inside your own mind. Okay? Just so you know, we're not talking about becoming enamored with power. It's the power that you already have, that you're meant to be released into. And look, a new life coming forward. That's the Queen of Wands. She's able to create life. In this story, it's about someone whose child was stolen from them and their reputation was ruined. And we know a lot of Scorpios get a lot of, okay, my guides are saying garbage talk, etc. So Scorpio, it's time for you to release yourself from whatever your fears are so that you can reemerge. And that's what happened as a result of this kind of a cycle, all right? So we're talking about you going through the year this way, challenging your will to become who you are meant to be and to be fully revealed, which is what happened in this story. And just see how this woman has the key? You see the horses on her dress? She has the power to move things forward. So her baby was stolen and her reputation was ruined. And eventually the truth came out and the baby was returned to her. And her reputation was restored. It was a very mystical process. Do you see that? You see how activated she is? So I think we're talking about you and you, Scorpio. I think that as we weave together the tapestry and your energy is meant to be known and utilized in these ways, it is going to restore you to yourself, the child within you for sure, and that is meant to come from within you in order to bring forward the change. So Scorpio, my guys just said, they said something about hang tight, and they mean with yourself. A lot of shift and change coming for you. Very true for Cancer, so go check it out. I just sort of admonished them the same thing. Goddess willing, I'll be here to talk about this weaving of the tapestry. I'm a little dense sometimes, so I'm beginning to realize, oh, that's the mission that I'm on. That's why I'm out in the world doing my best to just be the universe has sending me wherever I'm meant to be in order to help people, in order to weave the tapestry. I'm going to learn into my destiny this year. It is not fully revealed to me. And I believe that many of us are going to go through this kind of a process. We're meant to have the experience of self-discovery, and we're meant to be doing it together and to be doing futures, inventions, and all those kinds of things. So I'll look forward to speaking with you about all of that. Drop some comments. Let me know how you are. Have a wonderful, wonderful eclipse. I hope that it brought the shift and change that's meant to come for each of you. A lot of shift and change. In fact, actually, I'm moving on from the place that I've been for almost a month now, today, on the day of the eclipse. So I like the beauty of the poetry of that, and I'll look forward to hearing your news. Drop some comments below. I really want to hear, Scorpio, how you're experiencing this, and your wisdom and your experiences are going to be needed. So make sure to share with all of us as we go through the year. Thanks so much, Scorpio, for being here. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks, gang.